We are talking all things fashion right now, joined by our fashion director, Alexis May, if I may say so. Great to have her with us to bring us an update on the latest things and talk of the fashion towns. New York Fashion Week ended last week and London Fashion Week is currently underway. But we want to know what to look out for in the winter and fall of 2014-2013. Is it exciting times right now in the fashion world? Are people talking about the crazes of fashion right now?
Yes, I mean, it's the Christmas of fashion right now. So yes, New York has just happened. We've got London that's kicking off now. Then, of course, it's Milan and Paris. Very, very busy time in the fashion industry. And really, New York is the best opportunity for us to pick up those key trends, those really big colors for the season. And these, of course, they kick off into the big global trends that we'll all be wearing next year.
Yeah. Tell me, when people start talking about the big fashion weeks, right, do they mention Johannesburg Fashion Week and then Joburg Fashion Week or Cape Town Fashion Week? Are they already starting to get mentioned in those circles?
I think Africa Fashion Week gets a lot of traction.
Okay.
Because it does pull designers from all over the continent.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Well, hopefully one day we'll be able to coin one of our cities as one of the big ones on the proverbial runway, if you will. But let's talk about the big trends to look out for. So what are we looking at?
So really, blush pink. I mean, I discussed with Leigh-anne, you know, it was a big trend also for spring, summer coming up. And really, it's sticking in there for winter. I think it's actually quite an unusual color for winter and quite a good antidote for all the grays and blacks and navy blues that we're normally wearing. And the other side of the spectrum, we also saw red. Red made a big impact. Everything from your winter coats to your evening dresses, red definitely had a firm hold on quite a few different collections. Generally, if you see a color, 3 collections or more, you know it's going to be a trend. Likewise, we saw royal blue or cobalt blue. Royal blue, they say,
love that.
It's kind of like, because of the royal baby hype of this year, I think that's why this color is running through. Again, it's been around for a couple seasons. It's not going anywhere. Again, blue, very vibrant. I think it's a great addition to a winter wardrobe.
Very cold for a winter though, but I do like its appeal on my eye though.
Yes, absolutely. And in terms of prints, you know, every season we see different prints that come in. And this season we saw what I like to call a patchwork print, where garments are actually made up of different kinds of contrasting prints and solid colors to actually create a uniform kind of unique print in themselves. And you can see in a couple of these images here as well, there's the side slit that was also quite a key silhouette on some of the dresses that were on the runway.
Very flattering.
Very flattering, very feminine. But I love this kind of juxtaposition of different prints. Really gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And then, of course, checks. So really, every winter you expect to see checks of some nature. And this winter, definitely big, bold checks. I love, you know, from everything from sheer fabrication to your winter coats. Lots of different, you know, kind of materials and different ways to use checks. And that full check-on-check look is definitely back for another season.
Check that out. Wow.
Winter florals as well. I love a winter floral. I think it adds, you know, some femininity to a look. And interestingly, we saw a lot of blurred out prints. Not just in the floral genre, also in some other more abstract kinds of prints where you kind of look at it and you go, oh, I need to check my eyes. But I think it's awesome. I love a good print. I really do.
Robin Thicke has had an influence on the fashion industry?
Well, of course. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, in the industry, you know, what the celebrities are wearing, what the runway's wearing, what people want to wear on the street, they all are kind of combined now. This is the global phenomenon that is the internet.
They're great conversation starters, though. Moving on right along. Coats.
Coats. So so obviously in winter, you know, your key pieces are your coats. And this season we saw a lot of wrap coats, anything from a really kind of simple like collarless jackets to really big lapels that almost make capes. Anything from a little tie on the side, almost like a wrap dress, to this full, almost like a dressing gown kind of look. The wrap coat is definitely a key essential for next winter.
Okay, all right. How about fur coats? Are they still in?
Fur coats, or let's say faux fur coats.
Faux fur.
Let's specify that as what's cool. And definitely more grungy, kind of thrown over, you know, kind of pants, or like you've got a leather skirt here. I think it's definitely a 90s kind of throwback. And we've seen the 90s kind of inching its way forward, and I feel like in winter that they've kind of brought that together. Here we've got some sleeveless jackets, and I think this is a trend that South Africans are really going to identify with, because our winters aren't necessarily that cold. So this is a great layering piece for the office. And really it's a very masculine chic kind of look. So it's your typical kind of blazer or, you know, work jacket, but sleeveless. So perfect
Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
And of course, we have our sports luxe kind of feel, which isn't going anywhere. You know, like we discussed, you know, really it's streetwear has, you know, such an influence on runway fashion even. And we saw quite a few different kinds of styles of these more sporty anoraks, overcoats. Tommy Hilfiger did a really kind of like a ski chic kind of look going on. Definitely a little bit more relaxed. And I think really what people are going to want to wear next winter.
Fantastic. Alexis, thank you so much bringing us the ins and outs of New York Fashion Week. And we'll be doing an update on London Fashion Week next week.
Yes, on Friday.
Fantastic for all the fashion fundies out there. Hope you enjoyed that one.